Hello, it's John, your pronunciation and accents coach, and right here you can get a better British accent. And I have two variations of the Cockney accent, so you must watch right to the end to see what two variants of Cockney that I am talking about. So, to be a real Cockney, you need to be born within the sound of Bow Bells in the East End of London. It's actually in Cheapside in the City of London. Of course, traffic nowadays hinders the sound of the bells, but originally that is the idea. Cockney is pretty unique, but its closest cousin, I would say, is Estuary English, and my link to the video on Estuary English is in the description below. Now that leads on to the two variations of Cockney. Number one is Mockney. So what is Mockney? Mockney is using the language of Cockney, but being born into a more middle class family, because theoretically also to be a Cockney you should be working class. So a number of pop stars and actors talk in a bit of a Cockney accent, right? But they are a bit fake. But I'm not going to mention any because I don't think it's worth me judging their accents. But there is something called Mockney. The other extremely interesting one is something called the Queen's Cockney. Now, also, if you've watched EastEnders and you know the character Dot Cotton, I've heard her talking about Queen's Cockney. What is Queen's Cockney? So, a very long time ago, people really only had the radio to get their information from and to listen to. They would listen to hours and hours of the radio. Now, they would often hear BBC English from commentators or journalists or reporters, and they'd also hear speeches by the Queen, politicians, and people with a very conservative RP accent.
Hello, Wilfred here, and now I'll speak a little bit in conservative RP, my beautiful accent.
And these people actually adopted part of the Queen's English, but also had their original accent was Cockney. And that is called Queen's Cockney. What a fantastic thing, eh? To have the two opposite ends of accents, Queen's English and Cockney. And that's it for today. Stay connected, remember.